In October, sophomores in North Carolina public schools take the pre-ACT test. The pre-ACT test is basically a practice for the ACT test. The ACT test is one of the two college entrance exams used by many colleges and universities as a component of the admissions requirements. All juniors in North Carolina will have the opportunity to take the ACT test for free. We would like to help students at Asheboro High School prepare for the ACT test with utilizing the results from the pre-ACT student report. The pre-ACT student report shows relative strengths and weaknesses in 4 subject areas important for success in college: English, math, reading, and science. The scores are between 1, the lowest score you can receive, and 35, the highest score you can receive in the 4 subject areas. The composite score is the average of the English, math, reading, and science test scores. The STEM score is the average of the math and science test scores. The pre-ACT score ranges are shown on your study report by the color boxes on the graph below your scores. The heavy line within the color boxes is the score for each of the 4 subject areas, including the composite and STEM scores. The graph also includes light gray lines with a number next to it. These are the ACT Readiness Benchmark scores, in which we will discuss more on the next slide. Your pre-ACT scores will give you a predicted ACT composite score range if you take the ACT test as an 11th grader. Please note that utilizing test practice resources and taking challenging high school courses can help you improve your scores beyond the predicted ACT composite score range. The ACT College Readiness Benchmarks help to determine if you are on track to be ready for first-year college courses. The ACT benchmark for English is 18, and mathematics and reading is 22. Any student who is interested in taking college transfer courses at the local community college through the Career and College Promise program will have to meet the college readiness benchmarks through the pre-ACT test or another assessment. However, I would like to stress working hard to succeed in challenging coursework at Asheboro High School is also a good indication of being on track to be successful in first-year college courses. How can you build your skills to improve your predicted ACT score ranges? The pre-ACT score report explains how well you perform in each of the 4 subject areas: English, math, reading, and science. You will find information on the total number of questions in each section, whether you had the correct answer or incorrect response for each question, and any questions you omitted. Please remember to always answer every single question on the pre-ACT, ACT, PSAT, or SAT test. There is no penalty for answering a question incorrectly. You will find ideas for progress to improve your scores in each section. I would encourage you to revisit each question you answer incorrectly on the pre-ACT test. All students receive their test booklet with the pre-ACT score report. You had the opportunity to complete a career interest inventory when you took the pre-ACT test in October. The career map shows 26 career areas, groups of similar occupations according to their basic work tasks, working with people, things, data, ideas. The shaded areas in the career map indicate areas you might be interested in pursuing. I would encourage you to visit www.actprofile.org to explore career areas in the shaded parts of the map. Career exploration information such as work tasks, salary, growth, available jobs, and entrance requirements will be available for various occupations.
As stated earlier, one of the most important things you can do is to take rigorous courses at Asheboro High School. But there are other ways that you can improve your score. One of those things is to read more. Simply go to our school library or to the public library or look online for digital text and read challenging literature as well as informational text to improve your Lexile score and your readability. Next, fully engage in class. That means that when you're in a class, one of those rigorous classes we've talked about, that you are engaged in learning and deep understanding and not just memorizing. Also, actstudent.org has lots of resources for students to use. Once you go online to that resource, you can look at the ACT question of the day. You can try practice test questions, read over test tips, as well as access downloadable booklets like Preparing for the ACT. That Preparing for the ACT booklet includes full-length practice tests, which will help you know what to look for when you are ready to take the full ACT. Also, Asheboro High School has a subscription with USA Test Prep, and there's an easy way that you can log on and get some extra practice using that online resource. To obtain your USA Test Prep login information, talk to a classroom teacher, or you can see Ms. Manning for more information. If you want to practice your ACT tests for science, math, English, or reading, you want to join a class that already has that established. And as you can see on the screen, there's an orange Join a Class button. Once you've joined a class, to the far right, you will see a blue Practice button, and that is where you can access your ACT practice questions. Here's an example of the reading practice section of the USA Test Prep. As you can see, you will be able to access questions, vocabulary, performance tasks, videos, and puzzles. I suggest that you start by looking at the videos first, because that gives you a good background, then looking at vocabulary, then going to questions and performance tasks, and don't even worry about the puzzles. You'll be fully prepared with your questions, performance tasks, and vocabulary practice. And as stated before, you will be ready to take your ACT as a junior. All juniors at Asheboro High School get to take this test for free at school. The format is very similar to the pre-ACT, but it also includes a writing section. You'll get a score from 1 to 36, and your score will be college reportable, and the test is free. That is very important to know. So with USA Test Prep, as well as understanding your score report, we hope that you are better prepared to be more successful on the ACT. The resources used for this presentation are listed here. If you have questions, you can see Ms. Toon, the counselor for letters
G through M,
or any of your other counselors here on campus.